Okay, let's start the video. I'll be doing a lottery game pool. If you want to be in the pool, you can email me for that. Will be sometime in the future in September. Also, let's look at the Mega Man update for last night's draw. Amazing. There were 5 whiteboard. 4 of them was in the either 2, 12, 22, 32, 42, 52, or 62. Rarely happens, but it did it yesterday. Not only that, all the combinations were even numbers. So we know that 20 was about to get drawn. So whoever got my system, you know I was picking 20. You should not go against the top Mega Ball. So top Mega Balls always got to be played first. Do not omit the top Mega Ball. You can choose to play the other Mega Ball after you play the top Mega Ball. 20 was picked up by the system to be drawn. It was either 20 or 10, but so 20 got drawn. After 23, it was going to be either low. It can be 24 or 25. Had to be lower than 20, but 20 had to be possibly be a number to be drawn because it was so picked up by the system. And before we get started, let's not give up hope. And let's get through this crisis together. You can subscribe, donate, share, and like my video. Use the closed caption button. Remember, nothing is guaranteed, but always trust yourself. You can email me for any game prediction or requests. If you want to learn my system, please email me for that. So far, there were some requests on games like All or Nothing. Surface Day has All or Nothing. It was Texas and Massachusetts. Both has All or Nothing. They both state had All or Nothing. And the state that had All or Nothing that played that game the whole day is Massachusetts. Texas will have All or Nothing morning, evening, midday, and night. So we have 4 draws for All or Nothing for Texas, but All or Nothing for Massachusetts will be played throughout the day. It will be every couple minutes. It will be drawn for that game. So you either have to get all numbers correct or no numbers correct to hit the jackpot. Second prize, we'll have to get 1 number correct or 11 number correct to hit $400. So All or Nothing is pretty much a simple game, but it's also hard because most of the time you either have to pick some numbers on most numbers. But remember, if you pick $400, it adds up. $400 one, $400 again, $400 again, $400, it adds up. So don't think the second prize is nothing. $400 is nothing, but if you play multiple ticket, $400 could become a lot of money because that game has a multiplier. Now, learn my system, you can email me at hyper_links@yahoo.com. And my system goes from Dster to reverse Dster. And for you, probably the secret code and illustration part 1 will be linked together because you need the secret code to find the right Dster for that month, for that day, for that game. And also, you can go up to part 18, learn my system. It's key to learning my system. It's not that hard. Now, look at the Mega Man for last night's draw. It was amazing. And I'm going to review last night's draw where the hitting points are. The first digit was 8, 8, 6, 4, 1. And the next digit was 9, 3, 0, 7, 3, 0. And then you have 9, 7, 7, 2, 6, 7, 0. So and the last set was 102613038. So this is the Dster that was used for last night's show. For those you have the list, you know where the hitting points are. And let's look at the winning combination that was drawn. The winning combination that was drawn was 2, they skip 12, 22, 30, 42, 62, and then you have basically you have the 20. That 20 was not that hard. It was depicted by the system, and you can always see that first, second, third, fourth, and fifth invincible number were drawn. First, second, third, fourth invincible was drawn. They were drawn because why? Because the machine had picked it up. So those four first, second, third, fourth invincible were drawn in the right spot. They were drawn in the right spot. So what that means is 22 was in the third slot, was on the second slot where it's supposed to be drawn. 30 wasn't in the fourth slot, it was in the third slot where it's supposed to be drawn. 42 wasn't in the fifth slot, it was in the fourth slot where it's supposed to be drawn. So the first ball was drawn correctly, second ball was drawn correctly, third ball was drawn correctly, and the fourth ball was drawn correctly in the right spot. Amazing, that already happened, but it didn't happen yesterday, and all were even. Not only that, it was 42, 62. Somehow, they put a magnet together on those twos, the ball twos. And how many twos were used in last night's Mega Man? Let's count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There was 6-digit 2 that was used in last night's Mega Man. Out of how many digits? Out of 12 digits, 6 2 was used. Let's count again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And let's look at where the hitting points are for last night's draw. You can email me for the Powerball for tonight also. 2 was in the bottom quadrant, no doubt. But for those of you who got the list, I'm going to review the box for last night's draw. 2 was also in the blue box. So again, once again, 2 and 22 was in the blue box. 2 and 20 was in the blue box. That was used. It was well in quadrant 4. 22 wasn't in any quadrant. I wasn't able to put the 22 in any quadrant. I wasn't able to put 22 in any of those quadrants or the blue box. And 30 was also in quadrant 4. 42, yes, 42 again. Like I said, I had to use 3 blue box and then 2 more blue box. I cannot use only 3 blue box because it doesn't have enough numbers that would be drawn inside. So I figured out add extra 2. So this box definitely will not be used in the future. Definitely will not be used. Now I'm extending to these 2 boxes to be used. So 42 was in that box. So again, 42 had to be drawn. So how many blue box number? There are 3 blue box number. Now 62. Now 62 was here. Now as you can see, mostly quadrant 4 numbers after placing blue box. Amazing. So again, the quadrant that I hit was the blue box quadrant 4. You only need 1 quadrant to hit mostly 1 quadrant. If this 4 was somewhere around here, that would be breaking 1 quadrant was used. That 4 was right here. And it was used to pick 4 out of the 5 winning combination. And there were 3 numbers in the blue box. The blue box is so powerful. You can see that, how the system goes. Now, let's review the results that my picks was. And I almost got that player 5 numbers. Almost got that player 5 numbers. So close. It was once again, close score. 10, 10, 10, 20. 20 was picked it up. Like I said, it was either 10 or 20. For last night's draw, do not go against the system and pick other Mega Ball numbers before you play these 2. Now line 1 didn't do that well. But let's look at line 1. 10, on the 10 spot it was up 1. for 20. And look at how close the first 9 got close. Date was August 4th for Mega Man. I picked 1 as the first Invincible number. 2 was drawn. It was 1 up. 18 doesn't count. 31 was the third number. 30, 1 down. 42 was the fourth number. I picked it for that player. 42 came. 1 down. 62 came, and 61 was the number picked it up. 1 up. So line 1 was basically missing 4 numbers by 1. They were either 1 up or 1 down. It was so close. It was that close to 4 number. And again, 10. Either I would like to say we're either 10 and 20. If this was a 20 right over here, it would have 5 numbers on the first line for third prize. It's that close of inching a third prize for line 1. It was that close. Let's look at line 2. Line 2 had 2 right. 32 was 2 up, so it doesn't count. But look at 61. 61 at 62 was drawn, so 2 number. And if this was 20, it was 3 numbers. So line 3 was close to 3 numbers because at 2 correct, 61 was 1 up. 10 on 1 spot was 1 up. Now let's look at line 3. Line 3, same thing. 2 correct. That's first Invincible number. 31, that close, it was 30 instead of 31. Wow, it was 1 down. Now 62, I had 61, 1 up, and then 10, if it was a 20, when it got almost 4 numbers correct on third line, it was either 1 up or 1 down for line 3 also. Let's look at line 5. Line 5 at 31, 31 down, 61, 62, 1 up, and then 20 was correct. So line 5 was 3 numbers correct. Now let's look at line 4. Line 4 at 3, 2 was drawn. Was 1 down. 31, 30 was drawn. 1 down. I have 42 correct as the fourth Invincible number. 61 was 1 up. And then 20 has exactly correct. So as you can see how powerful the system is. Knowing the first, second, third, fourth number, you have picked it up the right pattern. Not only the right pattern, the right system. So having first, second Invincible number, third and fourth Invincible number, and possibly fifth Invincible number will not be used, because knowing the fourth Invincible number, you pretty much know what the fifth ball is. So first and second and third and fourth Invincible number should be used for both games. And you can see how powerful the system is. Again, that close or itching 5 numbers. Now the 15, like I said, 15 was picked up because I wasn't able to put the 22 in the Dster system. If I picked the 22 in the system, one of these lines, I guarantee one of these lines, maybe this one. Because why? Because I set up the third ball as 31. So my first ball would not be lower than my second ball would not be lower than 11. Would not be single digit. I mean, possibly because I already had 2 single digit in line 2 and line 3. So my fourth line possibly would not be single digit, because you don't want all single digit. You want to spread out the numbers. So this line or this line or this line probably would be one of the 22s. If this line was 22 or this line was 22, it would close to all winning combination predicted. Why? Like I said, wasn't able to put the 22 in any of the blue box. Why? Because I had to place the 4 over here, and I had to place the 5 over here. I'm not going to review the other one from last night because it's not necessary. So the only necessary part we'll review is these 3 blue boxes for last night's draw, because after I put after put the 2 over here, I can either put the 2 over here or put the 2 over here. I wasn't able to do that because I had to put the 5 and the 4. And if I had replaced the 5 with 2, it would be 22. So all number would be in this box, in this section right here. But I had to go with the 5 over the 2 for other reason is maybe other numbers also. Why? For many other reasons. And as you can see, that was inch. Again, depicting all winning numbers. It was no joke. August 4th, ticket, Mega Man almost had all winning number correct. Why is it too easy to pick? Because look at the jackpot's 20 million. Maybe the lower the jackpot, the easier the game is. Or maybe it is just the system that is picking up the numbers correctly by using the Invincible number chart. So please email me for the game. And I'll be doing also the lottery pool. You can be added to the list also. Email me at hyper_links@yahoo.com.